Hello friends, welcome back to episode 2 of Morrowind. We are here with our Dunmer friend Faylen Dreloth, who at the end of the first episode, in case you didn't see it, joined the Tribunal Temple, where she's hoping to spend the rest of her life. In today's episode, we are going to get settled in. We are going to look around the temple, get to know its members, and maybe get our first assignment. We are also hoping to just walk around the city of Narsis and understand its layout, understand the different districts, and where to find the essentials that we are going to need. In fact, I can see that our hunger meter and thirst meter are about halfway empty, which doesn't sound all that bad, but it would be a good idea to get these needs taken care of as soon as possible. As for rest, it doesn't seem like it's that dire yet, so hopefully we can find a bed before it becomes too serious. Alright, so let's walk around the temple and get to know its people. Hello. So this is Sareru Samori. Narsis is a big city. It's not hard to navigate, but only if you know where you're going. Are you looking for a specific place? I think we will leave the survey of the general city as a whole for when we are actually outside. Let's try to understand the temple more, though. What are the options related to that? Well, maybe my trade. I am a pilgrim. I search for enlightenment and hope to purify my soul through facing and overcoming the challenges of pilgrimages that reenact the tests and trials of gods, saints, and heroes. I visit the shrines and make devotions everywhere I travel. In village temple shrines, the great chapels at Mournhold Almalexia, or at the remote shrines scattered all over Morrowind. Well, okay, so you're just a regular pilgrim, it seems. Pilgrim and acolyte of the temple. Right. This is Melara Orvain, who is the head of this temple, I believe. She's the one who let us join, so we will save her for the last, I imagine. We talked to these two people already while worshipping the Spear of Vivek. So, in fact, you know what? No, let's just talk to her right away. I think that makes more sense. Have you come to offer prayer, or are you seeking duties, layman? The temple has need of both faith spoken in words and faith enacted in deeds. Yes, I've actually come to enact both. So join the temple. I'm just going to exhaust the topics so it's not yellow for the rest of the playthrough. I know that I'm already a member. Okay, I guess we can ask for duties. We actually can't ask about her background. Never mind, we can. And we did last episode, right? You're a witch hunter. It's been a while since I recorded, so I forgot these little details. Let's ask for duties. Before I give you any other duties, you should prove your faith by making 3 pilgrimages. Ah, the classic beginner religious faction by doing a pilgrimage. I like it. I can offer you pilgrimages as can any other master of the temple. It does not matter whether all your pilgrimages are done for one master, or whether you visit several, just that you perform 3. Once those 3 are completed, you may go to any master and ask for duties or further pilgrimages. Well, I mean, we are a pilgrim and we already made a pilgrimage to Narsis, but sure, why not keep going? I think if she can give me up to 3 pilgrimages, I will just get all of mine from her. I don't want to go into like some backwater village to another master to get a new quest, because this is supposed to be like a Narsis-focused playthrough, at least at the beginning, you know. Let's ask for pilgrimages. You should complete 3 pilgrimages to prove your faith. The nearest are the pilgrimage to Muatra's Pedestal, the pilgrimage to the Shrine of Conviction, and the pilgrimage to the Shrine of Seren's Devotion. Muatra's Pedestal is in upstairs. Well, I already performed that pilgrimage. Good news for me. These are but 3 of numerous pilgrimages sites spread over Morrowind, and you can seek out any 3. Ask a temple master in any other district of Morrowind for locations of other shrines. Okay, Muatra's Pedestal. And as the Velothi of the past took up their spears, so too must you take up yours. Bring it here to this temple and compare it with Lord Vivek's terrifying spear Muatra. I should compare my spear with Vivek's, huh? Let it rest in the shadow of Vivek's godhood. You may offer up a chitin spear in honor of Vivek's destruction of the rock-skinned bugs known then as the Nachorbal. The truly devout will offer up a dreg spear. As Vivek's spear was made of the body of Molag Bal, you may offer up a spear made of his children's children. Oh, so the pilgrimage doesn't just constitute walking to the pedestal and worshipping it. I should have known, honestly. So we need a spear. So we can use a chitin spear, and we can also do a dreg spear, which sounds a bit more difficult. I assume you get dreg spear from the dreg. I don't really remember any other way to get it, I think. So that might be a little trickier than I thought. The Shrine of Conviction. As the Velothi once kindled a spark of truth in the distant tribes, so must you rekindle it now. Travel to the shrine near the Hunza camp, where the priests first revealed the grace of Amsivi to the Shinathi. There, by word and by gift, you must convert the shrine's guardian anew, as a rite of conviction. When their voice joins yours in praise, approach the inscription and remember, true faith is not taken, but given through the certainty of the tribunal's glory. By word and by gift, you must convert the shrine's guardian anew? Okay, what gift? Did she not tell me what gift I should give? Yeah, it doesn't seem like she did, does it? Alright, and the third pilgrimage, Shrine of Seren's Devotion. It's on the hill overlooking the Hlan Oek temple, at the place where Seren cured an old soldier from a poor family. He was gravely poisoned while foraging, and instead of burdening his family, he elected to stay on the hill and die with dignity and a prayer to Amsivi on his lips. In admiration of his faith and sacrifice, Almalexia spirited Seren to him, and he was healed. The shrine requires no material offering, but asks the pilgrim to prove their faith in the face of suffering, just as the old soldier did. So this one requires no gift, which I like. And because of that, I'm inclined to think that this is the one I should do first, but in the face of suffering, I assume there's like enemies on the road, or it's just generally difficult to get there. So, wow, I thought we would do our first temple assignment today, but it actually seems like we are going to have to get our bearings in a more material way first. Just buy some basic equipment, etc.
What is this about?
Which I was of course planning on doing as well, but we will see. This is a guide to Narsis, so we might read this later. Unfortunately, we can't borrow it. It's marked as owned.
Anytime
Hello,
now.
Pompeia de la Bella. The temple's library is remarkable. Velothi metaphysics blurs the line between the symbol and the thing symbolized. The word and the world become indistinguishable. I'm Pompeia de la Bella of the Imperial Archaeological Society. I was visiting Narsis on business and wanted to learn more about the native beliefs. I expected that there'd be more outlanders like me visiting a temple in the council quarter, with the consulate being so close by, but it appears that I'm the only one. Yes, I think this is just further evidence of how far the city has fallen, you know? People are not visiting the temple, even though it's so close to the consulate.
Why am I always surrounded
Yes,
by fawning
this is what
admirers?
Faylen thinks, anyway. Muatra. I've not yet dared to go up to the dome myself. No one has barred my way, but I'm not sure if they would appreciate me approaching one of their most holy relics. I'll stick to the library for now. Oh wow. Yeah, so you're definitely not a member of the temple then. I was hoping to... Oh, Narsis a history. Well, what is this?
Forget
Arelvam Hloren.
if you are right.
Greetings, Faylen
today.
Dreloth. This is Narsis, council seat of Great House Lalu, and I am Arelvam Hloren. Are you looking for someone in particular? Well, who are you? Priest and curate of the temple. And your trade. An intercessor between Alpsivi and their worshippers, caretaker of the temple and shrines, and counselor and educator for the faithful and laymen. I can tell you about the temple, the Daedra, the saints, and the ancestors. I can explain about pilgrimages and why we hate necromancy. I can also tell you something about other cults. Well, in lore, I kind of assume that Faylen knows about all those things already, and I believe that I as the player also know at least something about these things, but we will try to exhaust these topics, not all at once. For now, let's just ask about the ancestors. The strongest of us live long after death, so that we may guide and protect our children and kinsmen. We speak of such strong spirits as heroes and wise women in our songs, sung so we may not forget their wisdoms and gifts. Let's maybe ask about the shrines that I'm supposed to make pilgrimages to. Shrines may be found in temples, at pilgrimage sites, or in ancestral tombs. Right. That's it for now. Okay, the members of the temple so far have not been exactly forthcoming with useful information. Garvs Sethandas. God, that is pretty difficult to pronounce. Background. Pilgrim and lawman of Great House Lalu. Interesting. So you are a member of the House Lalu. Well, tell me about it. If you wish to join my house, speak with Alvinu Lervas at the Measure Hall. Well, I don't believe I'm interested in joining the house, actually. Let's maybe ask for little advice. Don't disturb the catacombs. Some outlanders take advantage of House Lalu's hospitality and end up on the wrong side of the Ordinators. Narsis is still a temple city, so be respectful of Dunmer traditions. Of course, I mean, I will be the last to disrespect Dunmer traditions. This is just an Ordinator. I don't imagine he will have any useful information for me as well. So... Ooh. Hello there. Soldrin Falandas.
What's your problem?
Yes, healer. I'm very busy. If you're here to venerate Muatra, you don't need an appointment with me. Just go upstairs. Okay, this guy sounds important. I'm Soldrin Falandas, this temple's treasurer, and also its librarian. 2 jobs and I don't even have my own room at the temple. You'd think that we have all taken a vow of poverty here. Well, this guy is a bit peeved about his job. Pilgrims come from all over Morrowind to view the spear of Lord Vivek. This makes Eight Bones Temple one of the most important temples in the entire land. Let's just ask about the temple for no reason. We are the devoted servants and faithful of the tribunal. We worship and revere Amalexia, the healing mother, Sothasil, the teacher, and Vivek, the warrior poet, who are together known as Almsivi. It is our duty and privilege to share their mercy, wisdom, and justice with the people of Morrowind, and to guide the faithful to righteous paths. Yep. Yeah, no new information there. Someone in particular. Master Milara Orvain oversees the temple from the upper levels. I handle records and finances from my office here. For apothecary services, speak with Relma Saris. And for enchantments, see Ivrami Mothrion.
The Lord's will be done.
Olvi Phaedos manages the hostel on the 2nd level. And I guess let's also ask about the catacombs. There is an entrance to the catacombs on the lower floor of the Eight Bones Temple. Several of our priests do perform duties in the catacombs, but ultimate authority over them lies with the first Lalu family and its patriarch, Tereldin Lalu. Interesting. Let's not ask about him just yet. We get an autosave, which is lovely. Oh wow, we are going super thirsty. Looks like our exploration of the temple will have to wait because we should probably start looking for a tavern or something. It looks bad to celebrate joining the temple by going straight into a tavern, but obviously we're only going for non-alcoholic drinks. Or maybe just lightly alcoholic drinks. It's dark outside, the frame rate is not great. Oh no, finding anything in this darkness will not be easy. Honestly, I could really go for like a general store. This is clearly not a general store. Why are you going there in the first place? Yeah, I need some supplies, so the basics would be a torch, food and drink. And then obviously a place to stay, you know, a bed. I think I chose the wrong direction for that, though. Yeah, this is clearly a large manor of some big family. They're not gonna let me stay. I must say that I like the look of this city at night. I will obviously be able to sort of better understand its scope and layout in daylight, but fortunately this is not one of the darker nights, so I can actually see where I'm going, which is sometimes not the case in this mod pack. The night can be really brutal. Let's not lose sight of the temple, okay? Let's make sure that we know how to come back to it. So we are going down into one of the lower districts, which seems to me the correct direction for shops, you know, general shops, taverns, etc. The nice thing about Morrowind is that shops are open permanently. That's a really nice feature, which doesn't really make a lot of sense, but it's highly convenient from the viewpoint of gameplay. So we have a jeweler. So yeah, this does seem like an area where we could find some potentially more useful shops. You know, more useful at this stage in our career. Fine clothier, not really. Bookseller. Yeah, these are all basically luxury shops. Not what we're looking for right now. Maybe I'm still too high up. Maybe I should go into one of the even lower districts. Okay, I think I'm getting pretty good sense of the layout now.
A bit late to be
I think I would actually have no issue coming back to the temple from here. So we will learn this place. This is a part of playing a game that I always enjoy quite a lot. Is just learning the places, like learning to navigate, learning to find your way around without a map, a compass, or anything. It's something that takes a bit of practice, right? You have to actually walk through the city a couple of times before you can sort of navigate it like it's a real place. But I think it's incredibly rewarding. And it's one of the reasons why I don't really mind when games just make you visit the same locations over and over and over again, because to me it's just realistic. It's authentic, you know.
That's worth more than a quagga pile.
And this is obviously kind of like a new game for me, because even though I've played a lot of Morrowind, this is Narsis, which I have never really seen. So this is a pawn shop, which I'm thinking could actually have some of the things that I'm looking for. Good day and fair tidings to you, resplendent dark elf. I sense that you are a healer of fine and discerning taste, so you're in luck. I've got the best selection of trinkets this side of the Nibelheim. Feel free to take a look around and do let me know if I may be of any assistance. This guy is quite friendly. It's my distinct pleasure to be Attestas Sinti. Riverfolk like me don't find ourselves this far east very often, but mercenary work will drag a body all over the place. I find my trade these days much more honest. Your trade being? I am a pawnbroker. Yeah, I don't think I need to read the explanation of what a pawnbroker is. Riverfolk, though. We're the people of the Bjolsay Basin, a great river valley straddling High Rock and Hammerfell. Riverfolk are renowned for our skills as boatmasters and horse riders, and many of us travel widely in the employ of mercenary companies or wealthy merchants. We're good with a shield and a sword and can usually get a deal when we need to. See, Riverfolk, I needed that term explained to me because I had heard it before, but, you know, you kind of forget where exactly. So what I'm really looking for now are either either water flasks or just straight up filled water flasks, really. If they are empty, we can get them refilled at the tavern, but we must have some water flasks in the first place. I think a pitcher counts, right? A jug counts, definitely. Yeah, let's just buy a couple of those. Let's buy 2 jugs. Let's buy... these pitchers, they're not really practical. I'm not gonna buy those. Yellow glass flask. Sure, let's buy that. I would prefer, though, to actually use just one type of container so that my inventory is not cluttered up with all the unnecessary ornate variants. Ah, this is a regular bottle. Yeah, let's buy 4 of those. You know, let's actually not buy these. Let's just buy the bottles. I think that is the better thing to do in this regard. Now, this is also a bottle, so we will buy this one too. This will set us back 6 gold, which we can definitely do. Anything else, though, to catch our interest, besides overpowered scrolls, which we can't really make use of? I guess we should get some basic weapons, although we are more of a hand-to-hand character, actually, so... Let's maybe get some... what are we wearing? We are wearing a common shirt and common pants, and... I mean, these are like the worst looking common clothes in the game, you know, the starting ones. So I'm thinking of buying myself some new ones. We will see, though. Expensive amulet, not really our thing. Common pants, what are those? Common shoes. I mean, we are still a pilgrim, so we could realistically just keep wearing the pilgrim garb until we're done with the pilgrimages, at least. Book of Riddles, bottle. And let's buy this bottle too. And yeah. Thank you, please come again. Alright, so this was some essential stuff. Actually, do you have anything to eat as well? No, you don't. Okay, good to know. Goodbye, good sir. Let me walk away from here. We will definitely try to explore the city quite thoroughly later on, but right now I'm focused on the essentials, and I don't really find it enjoyable to just explore every inch of everything whenever I enter a new city. It just feels artificial. It doesn't feel... I think visiting a city should feel just more spontaneous. But obviously, if you don't do it, there's also the danger of you missing out on something, but let's be honest, we don't really care about seeing every interior in this city with like 3,000 NPCs.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
Bit late to be
Fighting chance, okay. Well, actually, yes. Yeah, let's go there. So, just to recap, yeah, we are a magic-focused character, magic or hand-to-hand focused character. If we wanted to use a weapon, though, it would be a blunt weapon. Or long blade. Well, it doesn't really... Should I buy myself a blunt weapon? You know what? We don't need a weapon.
So I said...
I'm definitely gonna end up regretting that decision, by the way, but for now, I don't think we need a weapon, really. We are supposed to be a healer, and there is no reason for us to buy a weapon yet. Oh, these seem to be some...
Haven't I?
Huh, this will be either like a religious reading or some kind of performance. I don't have time for that right now, I'm afraid. Am I just walking in circles? Honestly, it could be that I am. Yeah, this is the pawn
What
shop.
a mess. That's hardly a stitch.
Oh, hang on, look at this. The last drop. That sounds promising. Hello, Parena Avethin. Hello, healer. You look thirsty and tired, if you don't mind my saying so. The dry desert heat will do that. Come on in, I've got food and drinks for sale and beds for rent. Perfect, this is exactly what we've been looking for. We offer a warm meal and drink for 15 drakes. We'll see. I mean, maybe later. We will see what's on offer first. We can fill up flasks for 10 drakes. Let's do that. Okay, so that set us back 10 gold. What sort of food do you sell? Because we don't just need a meal right now, we also need something to take with us. Bread, some meat to go along with it maybe. Kwama meat, that's pretty expensive. Goros, what is goros? Could be like a vegetable, or could be anything really. Sure, let's buy some Durzog meat, and yeah, for drink, let's just stick with water for now. 10 gold, alright. And food and drink, alright, let's buy a warm meal and drink. It's been a long day after all. Alright, our needs are fully satisfied. We still should probably go to sleep, but it's not necessary at this point. I think I'll... How much is a bed? Oh, it's 10 septims for a day. Wow, okay. That's pretty steep, isn't it? I still haven't really fully explored the temple, so it could be that there is a free bed waiting for us. So I will hold off on this, but I will remember where to find this place. Give me a little secret, maybe. Okay, that's not a secret. That's from the vanilla game. Little advice. All right. I don't think Tamriel Rebuild really touches these topics too much, apart from like specific cases of specific characters. Latest rumors, though. Have you noticed, for all its proclamations about protecting the rights of property and preserving law and order, the Imperial Legion does little enough to capture and prosecute abolitionists? That's a bit hypocritical, don't you think? Well, what does Faylen think about this? I mean, it could be
What's this about?
that she thinks that. I think I spoke in the last episode about how I haven't really determined what her stance on slavery should be. I think it will just be formed by her first encounter with slavery, you know, and the exact way in which that encounter will take place, the exact circumstances. Alright, so I think I will make my way back to the temple and keep exploring. Oh, we also have a Silt Strider here, which is
We make a special trip just for you.
where are we?
Same
Let's
low
take a look
price.
at the map. Oh, so we are in the southern district, which is the Foreign Quarter. Hello, Rilara. Hello, healer. Looking to leave Narsis, or would you be willing to run an errand for me? I've been meaning to check in on my friend, Benoni Felder. Sure. Maybe. Let's see what this errand is about. Benoni lives in the St. Veloth quarter. Oh, perfect. So it doesn't actually require us to leave Narsis. That's, I was kind of afraid that it would. That's in the north of the city, opposite of here. I try to check in on her when I can, but I haven't seen her in a while. I'm starting to get worried. Could you check in on her for me? Sure, I can do that. That's good of you, Outlander. Like I said, she lives in the St. Veloth quarter, right next to the Council Club. Just be mindful of the Kimona Tong. Oh no, this is foreshadowing, isn't it? We're trying to play a kind Dunmer healer, and our first encounter is with the Kimona Tong. Of course. Alright, just tell me about the quarter. Located directly north of the Council Quarter, St. Veloth Quarter is home to the working class of Narsis, the Velothi or Houseless Dunmer. Important locations in this quarter include the two giant apartment towers, the Velothi Tower and Brever Heights. There's also the Morak Tong Hall and the guild halls of the miners and tanners, the tailors and dyers, and the cat catchers. I think we actually heard that in the last episode, maybe. And tell me about the Council Club. The Narsis Council Club is in the St. Veloth Quarter, but I wouldn't go there if I were you. It's one of the local Kimona Thong hangouts. Right, I'll keep wary of that, though. Vanoni Felder, tell me more about your friend. Alright, no new informations, just repeating the old. Oh, right, those are not stairs. So we have the last drop here, which we need to remember, right? This is like an important place we definitely should remember for the future. I gotta say, the night sky in this looks beautiful. It looks so high resolution. I mean, I know that making a night sky like this is probably just like a simple texture, which is why it's so easy to make it high resolution, but I don't know, it's very nice. I like looking at it. And I'm honestly not sure if this is vanilla Morrowind. It's probably not, this is probably modded. Alright, we are back at the temple and let's interview some more of the members. Parel Eutharon. Welcome, layman. Whether you're here for prayer, pilgrimage, or to perform your duties, remember, Muatra, Lord Vivek's spear, rests here. Enter with reverence and remember that you stand within the shadow of Vivek's godhood.
By the three, my rights and duties.
I can ask you about pilgrimages too? The most pious members of the temple make pilgrimages to various sites in Morrowind where gods, saints, and heroes have faced tests and trials. Your background? Priest and curate of the temple. So far it seems like everyone is either pilgrim or priest and curate.
Forget
Ulvat Serelnim.
if you are right.
Are you here to venerate Muatra? I already did, but sure, I can do it again. A little advice maybe from a fellow temple member. Narsis is a big city, Outlander. If you're here to shop, you'll have no difficulty finding your way around. There are shops around every corner. If you're here on business, you'll probably want the council quarter, the plateau at the center of the city. That is where we are right now, I believe. If you have trouble finding anything, just ask around. Most people will be happy to help.
Learn by serving, layman.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Tilisu Kelarban. Greetings, Dark Elf. The path of devotion demands both mercy and wrath. I can teach you spells to mend the faithful and to strike down the wicked. Can you actually, or will you not teach me until I'm higher of a rank? Okay, it turns out that she's willing to teach me right now. Almscivil Intervention would be a really good one to buy. Unfortunately, I'm super broke, so I need to start making some money. Yeah, let's ask about services. I teach spells to interested pilgrims and members of the public. You can find the apothecary Relma Saris in the room near the entrance. Drury Levias on the lower level also sells spells and offers spell-making services. The temple rents beds to pilgrims on the second level, and Ivrami Mothrion sells her enchanted wares there. Trainili Rovell offers training in the prayer room on the second level. The library is located on the third level, though the books are not for sale. Alright, so this was a really decent overview, of temple services right here. So we have an apothecary, we have another spellmaker or seller of spells. The temple rents beds to pilgrims on the second level. That's actually the most important thing for us right now. And we have enchanted wares as well. In the prayer room on the second level. Well, this is exactly what we needed to know. So this is the first level that we're on. So let's just go to the second level and we can rest until the morning.
Happy to help. What's your problem?
Viral Sadrion. Yeah, same lines. Okay. Who are you here in the corner? Reloves Bemis. At least within these walls the old ways are kept. Outside, ha! Narsis reeks of myrrh who've sold their honor to Outlanders for silver and soft words. In Tyr, the Outlanders know their place. Well, sir, I agree with your words about Mer who've sold their honor, but I'm not sure if I am as fanatically opposed to Outlanders as you seem to be. Because remember that Faylen is also an Outlander, you know, from the viewpoint of the Morrowind Dunmer. That's why they refer to the player character as Outlander even when you play as the Dark Elf, right? Because they can sort of hear your accent. They can hear that you're not from Morrowind itself. That's the lore explanation for that anyway. Alright, so we have different opinions on what Narsis is like.
Tidings. Yes, madame.
So we have people who are quite disenchanted by
Yes, madame.
how welcoming to Outlanders House Lalu are, obviously. Faylen Dreloth, you are pretty well armored, my friend. I've slept poorly on the road from Molag Amur, but at least here the nightmares are sacred. Sacred nightmares, that's an interesting concept. My name is Faylen Dreloth. I came here from Molag Mar on my pilgrimage to see Lord Vivek's mighty weapon. After I shall travel to Velothi's district and seek admission to the buoyant armatures. Ah, that explains the battle gear. I was like, this guy is remarkably well armored for a pilgrim. Are you not familiar with the order, Faylen Dreloth? The buoyant armatures are a military order dedicated to Lord Vivek. Many of them are stationed on Vardenfell, protecting the island and by extension the rest of Morrowind from the evils out of Red Mountain. I've been to the dome and knelt before it in prayer every morning and evening since I've arrived in Narsis. It seems its guardian has become suspicious of me. It's disappointing that the buoyant armature doesn't recognize genuine devotion when he sees it. I'm still torn whether I should broach the subject with his superior once I become a member. Let's ask about Vivek too. I aim to emulate Lord Vivek as far as any of us mortals can hope to do so. I practice with weapons, write poetry, and study treatises on war and politics. This guy is kind of inspiring. I think Faylen finds him incredibly inspiring, actually. If I had the option to play as a buoyant armature in this game, I probably would. They do sound pretty cool. These like warrior poets. That's not a new idea, obviously. Like we have historical precedents for that, right? Actually, samurai are probably the best precedent for that, which is why, well, buoyant armatures and ordinators are actually based on samurai, I believe. In the words of Michael Kirkbride. I am a witch hunter. I dedicate body and soul to the destruction of profane magics. Most foul are necromancers, who defile the bodies and spirits of the sacred dead. Equally abominable are the evil Daedra worshippers. The Daedra lords delight in the torment and corruption of mortals, and they reward followers with terrible powers always used for evil purposes. In employing the tools of the enemy, the spells of the College of Conjuration, I risk contamination. But fire must be fought with fire. Man, this guy is so cool. If you're into the whole tribunal temple religious persuasion, which we are.
Tell your friends
All
about
the
this
Fedos.
place.
Welcome to the hostel, pilgrim. Those who come to pray before Muatra may rent beds and rest here in safety. But know this, those who linger with false purpose often feel its shapes start to press against their soul. We have no false purpose. Oh wow, I was hoping that the beds for the pilgrims would be a little cheaper than the regular beds. Beds in a tavern, I mean. Well, I want to rest for as long as I can, but I don't have 210 septims. I guess we will pay for a day, because we have to. Someone in particular Master Melara Orvain oversees the temple from the upper levels. Sudrin Falandas handles records and finances from his office on the second level. For apothecary services, speak with Relma Saris, and for enchantments, see Ivrami Mothrion. I manage the hostel. Okay, so we can finally rest now that we've rented a bed, and it's 5 AM. Of course it's 5 AM, so let's get in just a quick 3-hour nap. Ooh. During your sleep, thanks to the knowledge you collected about you and the world, you had an idea, trying to focus your attention through meditation to channel and harness the magical energies of your surroundings. Ah, is this the focus ability? Oh yes, we now have the focus ability, which allows you to restore magicka for 1 second on self? I never really quite understood the purpose of it. It just feels so inconsequential. Like, you use it once and then you have to wait however long to use it again. And it just restores 1 magicka, if I understand it correctly. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it can, like, get better with as you advance through the game, as you get better at magic. It could be. I'm not sure. It's definitely a modded feature, and I'm not even sure which mod adds it, so I guess we will wait and see. Ooh, I don't think I've been here. Oh no, never mind, that's the staircase. Alright, let's go outside, let's explore the city, and let's maybe find some people in need, because the pilgrimage seems to be something that will take me a while longer to complete. Yeah, it seems the pilgrimage will take us quite a long time to complete, and I must be honest, I expected the first quest to be like an errand, not a full-on pilgrimage to places which... where are these places actually? This is Hunza Camp, that was mentioned, right? So this is one of the places where we have to go for the pilgrimages. So yeah, I think we will prioritize exploring the city before our first temple quest, because I think there will be plenty of time for those later. Let's get to know the locals. Rosgrim the Lindworm. Good fortune to you, Faylen Dreloth. This is Narsis, City of Commerce. Are you looking for a more specific place? My name is Rosgrim the Lindworm, representative of the Royal Hafingar Company. I'm here in Narsis to negotiate deals on future timber shipments. A lot of the newer building projects in Morrowind use wood from Skyrim, and now that I'm here I can see why. I wouldn't trust a frame made of mushrooms either. Oh, that's fun. That's a fun idea. No quest for us though. So yeah, I think I will just keep talking with locals until I have someone who tells us something really interesting or gives us an interesting quest.
Keep moving, Outlander. Yes, madame. What is it?
Wealth beyond measure, Faylen Dreloth. What brings you to Narsis? Gardener and hireling of the Great House Lalu. So these are like Lalu gardens here, huh?
I'm a busy gal, so if you could hurry this up.
Tell me about the latest rumors. The Lalu Grandmaster rarely leaves his manor anymore. Oh, he's alive and well, but he's been delegating more and more to his vizier nowadays. Everyone wonders what he's been up to. Interesting. Something for us to investigate one day, because right now we're not equipped to investigate anything. Well, we have visited a temple, which is like this holy place in the sinful city of Narsis. So I think it's time now to get to know its inhabitants in a more raw form. Imperial Consulate. These are the Imperials, and honestly they do not really seem relevant to Faylen, because they will hardly be convinced to convert. But what about this Dunmer here? What is a Dunmer doing in this place?
What is it?
Renori Adalas. The consulate isn't a place to loiter. Can I help you find someone in particular? Who are you? I represent the interests of the Lalu Council Company to the Imperial authorities. We are a pan-Tamrielic trading company founded by the Lalu Council. This allows the house to more effectively further its mercantile interests outside of Morrowind. where it operates on equal footing with similar Western companies. Our headquarters are here in Narsis at the Mesa Exchange in the Market Quarter, but we maintain branch offices in Kraganmore, Hafengar, Wayrest, Firsthold, and the Imperial City. Wow, the Lalu Council Company sounds like a gigantic enterprise. Kraganmore, Hafengar, Wayrest, Firsthold, and the Imperial City. So that's all the way in is it Hammerfell or High Rock? I'm getting my cities confused. Wayrest is a prominent city in the Kingdom of Daggerfall. Is that right? I didn't know that for sure because I didn't play Daggerfall, but so yeah, basically the further west the lore goes, the less certain I am about knowing.
Use of the nine, do you?
We have some Imperial battle mages. God damn, who are you?
It's fine.
Galvus
with me. Go
Portrayed.
ahead.
Ugh, there is quite a stench about you. Or some miasma blown in from the air, perhaps. What a wretched province. Why have you come to the consulate? More importantly, why are you bothering me? And you are? You jest, surely. I am Galvus Portrayed of the Sarialos Portrades. Obviously. Though I am needed more than ever in the Heartland, and the Elder Council will suffer for my absence, I am ever faithful to the command of His Imperial Majesty, who has bade me bring order to Morrowind as Proconsul. So this is the Proconsul,
Double the shift, double the pay.
or a Proconsul, right now on a mission to Morrowind. Interesting. I must say I've never heard about you. Sarialos Portrades. The Portrayed family is one of the most prestigious lineages in Cyrodiil, with a proud 300-year history of service to Empire. My forefathers have been admirals, shipwrights, merchant lords, and famed scholars. Half a dozen emperors have kept Portrayed advisors in their closest confidence. I am honored to further the storied tradition of my name by service in this desolate land. Well, now that you say that, I think that Faylen is actually remembering your family's name, because it seems to be quite popular, so, you know, being from the Imperial City, she probably would know the name. Tell me about your trade as Proconsul. As Imperial Proconsul of Morrowind, I am tasked with enforcing of the terms of the armistice and representing the interests of His Imperial Majesty the Emperor. I arbitrate disputes between the great houses and Imperial trading companies, and ensure the Eastern legions receive their wages and supplies. In rare circumstances, the Emperor grants me the power to issue decrees in his name. I shall assist the King and great houses in their efforts to enforce sacred law, until recalled by the Emperor. Well, I guess we might as well ask him for advice to exhaust the list, and concerning this he can speak only to a friend, of course. I mean, why should he be giving advice to a filthy pilgrim who just arrived in this province? Granted, I am actually from his own city. It's just that I don't really look the part. Well, now that we're out here, we can actually see the city in the daylight, and it's a pretty city. It doesn't look like a city from a modern game, because this is still Morrowind, you know, or the Elder Scrolls 3, but it's nice enough. And we have ourselves a theater, the Lalu Theater. Okay, let's explore that real quick.
What is this about?
Alvesi Urvon. There's no performance happening today, but you may watch the rehearsals or purchase a drink at the bar. The company is currently preparing for the premiere of The Wealth of Wayrest. I'm actually interested about purchasing a drink at the bar, because this place is right down the corner from the temple. Tell me about The Wealth of Wayrest. It is a play by the Breton playwright Muncianitis. It depicts a fictional conflict involving King Adwyr of Wayrest, Prince Gothrid of Daggerfall, and High King Wulfharth of Skyrim. So, I have heard of King Wulfharth, obviously. I think he's mentioned in Skyrim the game. I have heard of King Adwyr too, but I'm not sure of the context, and I have not heard of Prince Gothrid at all. Tell me about your trade. I am the receptionist here at the theater. I admit guests when there is a performance and keep track of reservations. I'm Alvesi Urvon, scribe. Okay, interesting to see a theater. The closest thing to a theater that we see in the vanilla game is obviously Uncle Crassius, right? But wow, this is like a full-on theater. So we have some nice theatrical background. We have the actors, or yeah, the actors rehearsing for a play, and yeah, it looks pretty authentic. I like it. Haliba,
I don't believe it.
tell me about yourself. Master in the Scenarists Guild. Oh wow. Imagine being able to join that guild. I came to Morrowind to study the local theatrical traditions. Interesting. Tell me about the play then. A very well-known play. I've seen it performed countless times, but this will be the first performance of it by a dark elf theater company I've attended. Right, I mean, it sounds like a play based in Wayrest, which makes it kind of weird to have Dunmer performers standing in for the humans, but
What is this about?
and this Adut Kad Senub, that sounds kind of like an Ashlander name, but maybe not really. Are you looking forward to the premiere of The Wealth of Wayrest, Healer? Some of the scenes involve High Rock royalty being followed around by attendants and musicians, so there's enough for me to do even if I don't have a speaking role. I am Adutkat Senub, one of the musicians. They don't need music for the rehearsal, so I'm just watching for now. Makes perfect sense. Is this like the director, maybe? Balis Indoran? More forceful, Rathine. You're a wild Nord barbarian, not a... Yes, healer. I'm sorry, but I really can't talk right now. I'm far too busy directing rehearsals for The Wealth of Wayrest, as you can see. And the fact that our lead actor has picked up a fear of performing doesn't help my workload. A fear of performing, you say? I smell a quest. Tell me about the play first, though. I play the handsome Prince Gothrid. An excellent casting decision, if I may say so myself. Let me guess, you cast it yourself. I'm Balis Indoran. I'm one of the actors, but I have to help out directing rehearsals at the moment. The head of our theater company, Enura Nellas, is too busy writing her own play to spend time on The Wealth of Wayrest. At least we got her to play some of the smaller roles. So we haven't met Enura Nellas yet, I believe, so I'm hoping to do that next. Fear of performing. Mederil Lendulus, the great King Edwire of Wayrest, just ran out of one of our rehearsals recently with no warning or explanation. He's always been something of a temperamental person. That's what us actors are paid to be, I suppose, but he's outright locked himself in his room at an inn this time and refused to come back to the theater for anyone or anything. I'm getting worried about him, not to mention the state of the production if he doesn't come back. His room at an inn? I mean, I could check in on him. Well, thank you for the offer, healer. I've already been delegated too much of this production's work, so I'll gladly pass some on if you're willing to help. Just go and talk to Mederil. He's staying at the Purple Lantern right now. Great, we will actually learn where another tavern is. Get him to come back here if you can, or at least find out why he ran off. Oh, and you'll want a spare key to his room. I keep it on hand for situations like this. Have you had many of the situations like this? Right, go to the Purple Lantern. Where is it, though? It's an inn in the northwest of the city, popular enough among adventurers, traders, and all the other sorts that pass through Narsis. Not a bad place for a traveling actor to stay. From here, head west through St. Velas or the waterfront until you cross the bridge to the market quarter, and keep going past the Grand Bazaar. When you hit the Purple Road as it turns south, the lantern should be there. Hang on, that is actually where we came into the city, so that shouldn't even be that difficult to find for us. Alright, I'll do it straight away. You might have heard of him before. He's seen some fame acting all over Nibene, but he got his start here in Narsis. At this very theater, in fact, so it's something of note in upper-class circles that we brought him back. Maybe that's what has him on edge. He doesn't want to disappoint his hometown. Or maybe he just decided that I told him to enunciate more one too many times and ran off to teach me a lesson. Could go either way. Alright, so this is a fun quest. This is definitely an interesting quest. And yeah, I will in fact just stop exploring the theater right now and go do the quest straight away, because I don't want to waste precious daylight. We desperately need some money, so I'm hoping that he will pay us. Preferably gold, although I would really take any sort of reward for help with this. Yeah, this is your average Morrowind gameplay experience. You get no quest markers, obviously, which I like it. I like the idea of it, and I also like the execution of it most of the time, right? I think it is immersive. I think it adds to the game, and I wouldn't really want quest markers in a game like this. Head west through St. Velas or the waterfront until you cross the bridge to the market quarter and keep going past the Grand Bazaar. Right. So this is a statue here. Seems like this will be some sort of important person. Justice? Something about justice? High Lalu Brevur, captain of the Seydanin, progenitor of the 7th Lalu family. Guided by the wisdom and courage of the saints and the three, captained the splendid Seydanin to seek the true face of Veloth in perilous waters, where he met his brave end. So, is the Seydanin, was it originally the name of a ship, or was the ship named after Seydanin? These are the sorts of questions that I find myself wondering while playing a game. Am I going the right way? I don't think I am. I came across this obelisk though, which I cannot interact with, so cool. You know, for a pilgrim who should probably be good at finding their way around, I seem to be remarkably lost most of the time.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
So these are the Velothi towers, right? They are quite imposing from this angle. When you hit the purple road as it turns south. Am I going to hit the purple road? I'm honestly not so sure.
Hurry up before I change my mind.
I mean, I tried going west, then again, I did go like northeast, which, yeah, that was not my my best decision. The purple lantern. I mean, it should be pretty easy to identify because I'm almost positive that there will be like a purple lantern hanging in front of the inn, right? Is this the bridge that the actor meant? So this is not purple. Oh, look at that over there. Purple lantern and some kind of sign. Now from here I can't really tell what kind of sign it is, but if it's an inn or tavern, you know, I seem to equivocate between inns and taverns a lot. I know there's like a difference, but I can't really stop treating these two words like they are interchangeable. And here we are. Okay, the purple lantern.
I'm a busy gal, so if you could hurry this up.
Yeah, this place is a little out of the way for us to go there regularly from the temple, all the way from the temple. But it's good to know about too. All right,
What's
can I
this
ask Serious sin. I can ask you about your background, sure. Just an old Legion veteran. Well, I used to be in the Legion. I got to do more than most who got stationed in Morrowind. Led a few expeditions in my day. But I'm retired now, and these days I mostly spend my pension on booze and the occasional finery. I've got little else to do, which is why I started writing a memoir. Trust me when I say that there are some stories from my time in the service that the public at large simply must know. Alright, upstairs is probably the right way. Then again, maybe it's not. So hang on, where are we right now? Okay, so this is just like one of those little staircases that go to the first floor.
9 good days to you, Sarah.
Ah, okay, so rooms are probably going to be downstairs. Narsis Arena, fight for glory. You know, as a member of the temple, I'm not really thrilled by the prospect of this. I don't like senseless violence as Faylen, so... Yes. There we go. So we have the innkeep, so... or publican, as Morrowind likes to put it. So let's ask about Faylen Dreloth. The actor, he's staying in the room in the far corner. Hasn't been taking any visitors though. Beds. Oh, you don't have any free rooms at the moment. Interesting. You know, maybe after I complete this quest, his room will free up and I will be able to pay for it. It's not like I really need it at this point.
Wealth beyond measure.
You have something to say to me?
Oh, this is embarrassing. I don't really know which door I should be going for. Wait, hang on. Did you say? In the far corner, right. So that would be this one. Hello, Tamriel. You seem to be alive, which is good. That's already better than I feared. No, not you. Not... Oh, I'm sorry, stranger. I wasn't expecting a visitor. But why are you in my room? Are you Faylen Dreloth? That's me. Have you been to the theaters in Bravil or Cyrodiil City by any chance? I've performed leading roles with many companies and troops around the Nibene. Right, but apparently now you have a fear of performing? Balis Indoran sent you. Well, you can let him know that I'm never going back to that theater. I swear by whatever gods you pray to, there was some ghostly figure that appeared on stage during that rehearsal, and it nearly killed me. Or it looked like it was about to try something nasty, so I ran out of the place. But I'm not crazy. It just seemed like no one else was able to see what I saw. Anyway, you can tell Balis that I'm not coming back. Unless they can manage to get rid of that ghost. There. Are you sure about that? I don't care what Balis or anyone else says. They've tried to convince me themselves and they've tried with you. But that ghostly figure has to go if they want me back at the theater. Can you describe it, maybe? It appeared when we were rehearsing some scene and screamed at me, so I ran off stage. It hasn't followed me out of the theater, I think. But I haven't been sleeping much, just in case. I'll be leaving Narsis before long if Balis and the company can't make sure it goes away. Well, this is critical. So this actor is convinced that he saw a ghost, which, well, in the world of the Elder Scrolls, he's probably right. But let's see if we can make the ghost go away. I think that it's... I was going to help because of the reward and also because Faylen just likes to help people, but honestly, a ghost might even be like the temple's domain, so we are perfectly justified in helping, I think. Let's see if I can find my way back that's a little bit more direct this time. So yes, I think to the council quarter is just this long staircase up, right? Just run up the staircase and we will be straight there. We are also getting a bit hungry and thirsty already. I'll wait for just a bit longer before taking care of that. So this is the way to go if I want to go back to the actor guy. And this is the theater? Hang on, where is the theater? Is it, oh, it's over there. I see.
Yes.
Well, my friend,
What
you
is it?
probably should have told me that that was the reason, because he clearly must have told you, right? Yes, I did talk to him. Madero thinks he saw a ghostly figure and won't come back. Well, that's frustrating. Are you saying you didn't already know that? Madero told me that you tried to convince him that he wasn't right. But it's more than the other actors could get out of him. Actually, that gives me an idea. Seeing as you're already here and that Madriel seems to trust you a little, you could take his place while we run a rehearsal. We'll prove that there are no spirits lingering about. Here, take this copy of the script. Memorize King Edwire's lines for scene 4 and bring Tatius Quetius on from backstage once you're ready. Alright, we will be performing in a play. I thought that we would be getting rid of the ghost, but no, we will be performing in the play. I guess that works too. What about that ghostly figure though? Shouldn't we do something about that, Ballas? I'm sure he's just seeing things. Maybe he's been overworked. You don't actually believe him, do you? Interesting. So, my mind is going... My mind is trying to come up with theories of what could be happening here. So maybe it's that one of the other performers has a grudge on Madriel for some reason and wants to either scare him off or possibly even hurt him. It's unlikely that they are trying to hurt him without... It's unlikely that they are trying to hurt him and that they didn't even realize that. He's just scared, right? Are you sure Madriel Landulas is just seeing things? Well, now that I think about it, I did notice him seeming a bit on edge on the last few rehearsals, even before he ran off. The stress really must be getting to his head. Yep, what you're saying. Alright, I guess I'll read the script and we will see how the performance goes. We should read at least scene 4 to understand our lines as King Edwire. Let's see. Within the tent of Edwire, the Nords will tear apart these men who watch only their own hide in defense. It shall not be so, Marathon. Divinity is a power unseen to those blind with rage. My lady shall raise this army to the heights and give each man the strength to defeat an army. I stand by your words. Leave me to consult. My thoughts must be clear. Exit Marathon. In this silence, one finds the connection between acts and the benefits received. Enter a dark, cloaked figure. Rise, Edwire. Your fate upon words does not only balance in rest. This news you need for, you're meant to be victorious. The Nords come across the east wall and not through. Enter your men here and reign over High Rock. Will this path not leave us open for massacre in lines? You will follow this path, and you will reign king. I dare not speak my thought in the presence of such power, though the plan is very off. Last passing of Brittany through, the walls left none alive, but my fate is caught as light in the dark pit. We will enter, and king I shall be. Well, those are our lines. I tried to read up a bit on the context of this play, and it's a very long play. This is only this 22-page book, 21-page book is only one of the 4 acts of this play. So to truly understand the broad context, I would have to read the whole thing, which I will probably do, but not on camera and not at my PC. I will probably try to get more comfortable, lie down on a couch or something, and read the whole thing. I think I kind of understand my lines, so. Let's see how this goes. It shall not be so Marathon, divinity is a power unseen, those blind by rage. I mean, it very much depends on how exactly we get to choose the lines, right? If they give us like 3 dialogue options and we have to choose the correct one, and they are all radically different, then it's going to be easy to choose the right one. Whereas if there are more of them, or if they are quite similar, it will be much more tricky. So we will see. But yes, so to begin the rehearsal, we need to bring Tatius Quetius from backstage to play the cloaked figure. Backstage being, hang on. It wouldn't be like around here, right? It would
What
be
is this
behind the
about?
podium. Never mind, this is the backstage. Spiny Lormore. Looks like a regular old cactus to me. Tatius Quetius. Well, this guy looks like a hooded figure. Yep, that's clearly him. Hello, Tatius. You call upon that which has left this realm, young Ismir, you struggle, and... Yes, I'm practicing my lines for the wealth of Wayrest. Who are you? I'm Tatius Quetius. You don't need to point it out. Yes, I'm the only member of this theater company who isn't a Dunmer. Yeah, that's right. But I've lived in Narsis all my life, and it has always been my dream to perform on stage here. So what if I mostly get to play bumbling idiots or sinister hooded figures? Honestly, I would love to play sinister hooded figures. I think that's such a fun role to play in any play, really. You don't have a fear of performing? We're really going to indulge another one of Medrail's hysterical bouts like this? I suppose I at least get to be on stage for a bit this way. Well, are you ready to start the rehearsal? I guess so. I mean, I was going to ask you about the other topics because I assumed this one would start the rehearsal, but let's just pick no for now. Let's ask for a little secret. We only refer to the character I'm dressed as right now as the cloaked figure. Actors consider it bad luck to say his real name. Well, at first I thought that's not really much of a secret. It's not very useful, but Is this cloaked figure? Is this like a? Should I know who this is? Who this is? Is this like a figure in the Dunmer pantheon or something like that? Whose name you really shouldn't mention? Is this something to that effect? We will see, or maybe we won't. I'm playing the court fool in the first half and the mysterious cloaked figure in the second half. I'm sure the audience will appreciate this ironic dichotomy. Yeah, I guess playing the court fool isn't as much fun as the other thing. Tell me about Medaril. He's the lead actor in our production of The Wealth of Wayrest, portraying King Edwire of Wayrest. If he didn't have such a fear of performing, he would be here on stage. And the ghostly figure? What ghostly figure? Well, you kind of look like a ghostly figure. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably you scaring him off because you want to play a more prominent role, because you don't like the roles that you are currently made to play. That sounds pretty reasonable to me. Okay, let's try the rehearsal before I forget my lines. Yes, let's head on stage. Break a leg. I hope I won't break my leg climbing on the stage. Let's get straight there before I forget my lines. Maybe the other way would lead me there too, I'm not sure. Actually, maybe that's the way I was supposed to go, because how do I get up here? Okay, I can just jump. I was afraid that would be too high. Gath is Alassian, and you play who exactly? Whenever you're ready, give me the signal. Remember, The Wealth of Wayrest, Act 3, Scene 4. Any advice before we begin? Don't let your parents pick your trade for you. Okay, that's not really what I meant, but sure. My two brothers did. Became Hlalu guards in the Canyon Watch, and now they're both dead. I meanwhile get paid to play a guard, and the worst danger I'm in is when Rathine gets too much into her role and hits me with her stage axe. Granted, that does sound pretty dangerous. It's a recent affliction, I'm afraid, affecting the most critical player in this production. It sure doesn't sound like Medaril, though. He's a seasoned professional. Interesting. So this is making me think that there might be something more tangible behind the fear of performing. I mean, it was never going to be just in his mind, you know. That wouldn't make for a fun quest. The Nords will tear apart these men who watch only their own hide in defense. Right. It shall not be so, Marathon. Divinity is a power unseen to those blind with rage. He gives me a mock questioning look, preparing for his next line. Oh no, did I screw up? I just remembered that that line was there, but maybe it was in the wrong order. Oh no. This is going to be a disaster. I mean, listen, okay, I really did not want to just write the correct solution and look at it on my second monitor or whatever. I wanted to memorize this, but oof. Where does this questioning attitude say nothing? He shall prepare his next line. I stand by your words. Leave me to consult. My thoughts must be clear. Okay, that one was probably correct. This is definitely not correct. I feel an eerie chill. Who is it that now approaches?
Piece of the nine to you.
You suddenly notice a shrouded figure behind the now exiting Gathis? It is I, Tamriel. Friend, have you forgotten? Have you managed to convince yourself too that you are not a murderer? You escaped me once, but not again. Run all you like, or beg the others for help. No one will see me, and no one will be able to stop your death. Holy shit, the ghost is very real. Wait, I'm not Tamriel? You have lied long enough, villain. I will never fall for your falsities again. Ah, shit. Okay, we need to get out of here. This is not good. I mean, okay, hang on. I'm a mage. I can do something about this. I can heal. I can cast myself a shield. I can, yeah, there isn't much I can do, can I? I can summon an Ancestor Guardian. That sounds like a good idea.
Yes, Outlander.
Is it... Wait, where is it? Oh, no. Oh, I'm definitely dying here.
Yes, madame.
Did I summon the Guardian? I can't really see it. I can only see the ghostly figure. Which is level 10, by the way. I already used that power today. Okay. Did I fail to summon the Guardian? Can you actually fail to use the power that you have from your birth? Does this not look weird to anyone that I'm just running around for no reason?
Yes, madame.
I mean, I know they can't see the ghost, but still,
Yes, madame.
it's casting magic at me. This is... Let's try and beat it up, I guess, because I am a melee-focused character, but in Morrowind that's not gonna work, is it?
Some outfit.
Yeah, that's not really gonna work. I can't really beat up a ghost. All I'm doing is running out of fatigue. I guess the thing to do here would be just to run out of here and hope that it doesn't follow me. Man, we were going to help someone out today, but it turns out that the ghost is very real and I'm in trouble. Right, so we got rid of that ghost. I mean, we ran away from that ghost, really. And we will have to try this again some other time, because, yeah, we're not equipped for this. I was hoping that this quest would help me make some money and buy myself some equipment, but the opposite happened. So I guess we will wait until the next time to decide what we're going to do. We will probably try to do some of those pilgrimages, since they probably aren't quite as tough as they sound. And yeah, I will try to make a better plan of what to do in the next episode, because I feel like we need to progress here. We spent the day today exploring the city, which I think was pretty useful. But at this point, I know my way around, at least like the basic places that I really need to know. So I think it's time we started knocking out some of those pilgrimages that we are meant to do. So thank you for watching, and I'll be very happy to see you in the next episode. Goodbye.